Well, I've got another story. Um, we had a relative of ours that worked for Darrell Walker at the lumber place between Inez and Warfield at the very top of the hill. As a matter of fact, uh, some of you hunters may remember that if you went behind this place, used to be the old trash dump at one time, as a back way to Buck Creek. You could actually walk the hollows that way. I've done that. Pretty interesting. But anyway, this lumber mill, or it wasn't a mill, it was just a place to sell lumber. I mean, I remember they used to sell firearms too there. And Walpica, there's had a funny name. If anybody here can remember that name that Darrell Walker called that lumber store up there at the top of the hill between Inez and Warfield, I'd be really love to hear. I can't remember it. Walpica or something like that. Anyway, one of our relatives worked there, and Darrell Walker there had some of the meanest dogs, and he had 4 or 5. I mean, you go out there and get some lumber, you had to be careful and not get close. These dogs would take a chunk out of you, and they were purposely there to keep people from stealing lumber. Mountain people have been known to pinch a few things here and there if they need it in a real bad situation. So anyway, our relative had a real good relationship with those dogs because he fed the dogs in the morning and at night. So basically, he had 4 or 5 dogs that were just his buddies, right? And no one else could get near him, just him. Well, on a long holiday weekend, I came in on a Tuesday, I think it was, and the truck that delivered lumber was gone, and almost all the good high-priced lumber was gone with it, and the dogs. And it was, I heard this from some people. Apparently, this young man had drove to Columbus, Ohio, sold said lumber, and was found by the Columbus Police Department drunk, passed out in the back of an empty truck, surrounded by vicious dogs. And that they had to get animal control to catch these dogs so they couldn't get near them. So, funny story there, you know. So, they are man's best friend. Just make sure you know how to control that. So this is a real short, funny story. And if somebody can remember the name of that store or Walpica, whatever it was, please put it down. I'd like to see if I got it right or not. Thank you.